Hello, good evening, everyone. Very welcome from Adelaide, actually. We just coming in for another live. I know you guys might be watching so many people coming live daily. So, we are a bunch of business entrepreneurs decided to come for live to give you some value and some education about the business that we do. So my name is Manila. I am here from Adelaide, South Australia, work as a full-time registered nurse here. And along with that, I run a digital business as well. So I'm a proud business owner and a mentor too. So here we are, we, as a part of our business, we get quite a bit of inquiry. So we thought, why not we just come and discuss a few things which we normally hear about, which might give you some value to you, whoever is watching this. So whoever is watching this live, as a live or as a replay, big thank you for your time. And I hope you might get some value out of this. So we got a few professionals here from different parts of the world, and that's the beauty of our global business, because we can meet and make connection, and also create a huge family out of our business as well. So we got people from different background, different professions, and different part of the world as well, joined together here to share some knowledge of our business. So before I move into our beautiful team, I'll just introduce a little bit about the business that we do, and then we can just move on to people, and then they can introduce themselves and also just give you a little bit of in-depth information regarding the things that we are about to discuss. So what we do here is of course, like everybody, like most of us here are working full time, and along with that, we know the cost of living and everything is on the rise. So we kind of took us like an action. That's all basically what we did a bit differently. So we decided we just want to achieve our goals a little bit faster rather than just relying on one stream of income. It's just not because we are greedy or anything like that. It's just the fact purely we want to enjoy our life alongside our job. We don't want to wait for our retirement age to enjoy the life. Basically, the reason is that, and also achieve that financial freedom and time freedom while we are doing our job. Like everybody here, they love their job, but we are willing to take that step, ready to learn a new skill and build something alongside our career. So nobody here comes with multiple skill set or anything like that. It's we decided to learn something new and just create and build something alongside. So we do here is affiliate marketing. So but what we basically do here is we teach you some good skills and to learn how to do social media marketing, and then we affiliate with big companies and partnership with high ticket items where we earn commission when we create a sales volume for them. And we do teach you that social media marketing to make use of the potential of the social media. And you know that these days everything is, the technology is taking its hands on everything. So we're just actually making use of that potential, and that's all basically what we are doing here. So I might just I don't want to drag it too much along, but because you might be hearing this over and over from different people. So we'll just discuss it as we go along. So then you will get a bit more bigger picture of things. But also at the beginning, I just want to tell if any one of you want to explore what this opportunity is all about, and if you're watching or following any of these people's page, please do connect with them, and we'll be more than happy to explain in detail how this all works, whether this one suits for you or things like that. So once again, big thank you from me and all of these beautiful people. So I will just first of all move to Vanaji Chechi. She's from Brisbane, actually. So from Queensland here in Australia. So she's gonna introduce herself, and then I will just once after she introduces herself, I'll just ask her one beautiful question. Actually, it's everybody tell starting a side business. When they tell about it, everybody, it's a bit scary. It's oh my God, is that very risky thing to start side business. But I just want to ask her this question, whether after coming to this business, she can put that one as an example, or things like that, like whether starting a side has like a side business, is that very risky, or is that depending on one stream of income is more risky than that? So she's gonna give you a bit of an idea about that from her experience. So over to you, Chichi.
Hi, Manila. Thank you so much for having me, and a big hi to everyone who are watching me, watching us live, or later as a replay. So I will introduce myself for those of you who are new here. My name is Vanaja. I'm the face behind my page, Vanaja Diginet. I'm a Malayali living in Brisbane, Australia, with my family. I work as a full-time clinical nurse in a cardiac ICU, and alongside that, I run my digital business and mentors others. Over the past 2+ years, I've been doing this business and helping people around the world take their first step towards creating a better life for themselves. So that is about me. And to answer your question, Manila, honestly, I had to ask myself, what is riskier, starting something on the side or just staying in a 9 to 5 or your full time job forever? And I had to tell you, for a long time, I believe my job was the safe option because I got a steady income, regular pay, something I thought I could always rely on. And that was secure as well. But then I start thinking, in today's world, is one paycheck really safe? Because if you depend on just one job for everything, you're basically putting your entire future in someone else's hand, isn't it? And if something changes at work, or if you suddenly can't do your regular shifts, just imagine things can become uncertain very quickly. And that thought really hit me. I didn't want my family's future to depend on decisions I couldn't control. And during that time, I was literally thinking about my retirement, because I was already working long, exhausting shifts and constantly stressed out, coming home completely drained out as well. And at the same time, my daughter's wedding was planning as well. So I was managing our daughter's wedding needs, as well as trying to make everything possible. It was a bit overwhelming for me. And I remember thinking, there has to be another way. I can't really go like this forever. And that is when I found this business. I started small. I worked on this digital business alongside my full time job. Um, just a few hours around my shifts, like couple of hours in a day, and nothing like I wasn't doing it all the time or full time on this business. And the best part, I don't have to build everything from scratch, because there were already proven systems in place, and it was automated and structured, so the business could run in the background even when I was busy at work or when with my family. And when we recently traveled to India for my daughter's wedding, my business didn't stop. It kept running, and that is the power of automation. Not only that, I was able to contribute for my daughter's wedding expenses from my business. So, not only that, I was able to contribute for my daughter's wedding expenses from my business income. And instead of worrying about money, I had a peace of mind. And honestly, that feeling is priceless. So for me, starting a side business wasn't the risky move. Staying with only one income is. That felt really risky. So now I'm not just relying on one paycheck. I'm building something I actually own. That's that's all I had to say. Thank you. Back to you, Manila.
Thank you, Chichi. That was like very well explained, and it was a very beautiful example. Like, I know that you just really came back from overseas attending your daughter's wedding, and it was a wonderful thing. And this is the last thing that we want to worry about, is like, worrying about the annual leave or the paycheck and things like that. When you got like that other little boost of income from the side, from something else, it really means a lot. And like as you said, nothing is guaranteed. So it just like, things can happen to us at any time. So like, we just like relying on one stream of income is like not, it used to be like like when we think about like previously, like our parents era or things like that, that used to be the only pathway, like they were aware of moving forward, and they used to do only like just depending on one stream of income. Because I think we've been born and brought up in thinking about that culture. You study well, get a job, and that's for your that's for your lifetime. Like, you just go and retire out of that job, and that's it. But things have been changing. People have been learning new skills, people have been adaptive, and then just we kind of like, evolving from like, no, that's not the only pathway. There are different pathway which kind of make our life even more better rather than just relying on one job. So this kind of like give us that opportunity to like, make that choice, make that, gives that option for us to decide which one we want to move forward, rather than just, no, you don't have any choice, just rely on your one job. If you get something in between, then you are just stuck there it is. But here, like when we got another income or that choice, that actually gives us confidence. Like, if something happened to one stream, there is another thing that we are building on the side. And of course, we are telling every time, this is not something like a get rich quick scheme. It takes time. This is like an any tradition, like a business, like we are building it very slowly. But definitely, it's an amazing business with a great potential. It all depends on how you want to make it work. So that's the beauty of it. So you said it very beautifully, Chechi. So we will go to Juby. She's like another nurse here from Adelaide. And if you have been following our page, we just had a little get together yesterday, had a wonderful time. So had the time to meet these amazing people offline actually. So we had a wonderful time. So here we back again today online. So I just asked Juby to introduce herself and also talk about just one thing, like, if someone is like watching this right now and feeling burnt out, what is the first small step they would take? As per like you, Juby, just putting yourself as an example, like what made you to like take that first step, or like, what's the small step that you would have taken that has changed your life? So over to you, Juby. Mute.
Can you hear? Can you
Yes,
hear?
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay. I'm just wondering. So I'm Juby. I'm from Adelaide. I've been living in Adelaide for last probably 18 years. I work as a clinical nurse, and I have beautiful two kids and a husband. So, as you know, we all work hard, we all study well, we secure the job and started working. Like some people working in overseas, some people we are coming as a migrant. We work really hard. So we burn out, right? Like the time when I started burning out, like, you don't have that energy when I'm in 20s, like when you become a family, like you have kids, you have a lot of responsibility, and then burnout does not happen because you are weak. It happened, you have been strong for too long without enough rest. That means as a nurse, we look after our patients really well. We don't worry about, okay, I'm tired or not. But at the end of the day, when you come home, you feel like, oh, I don't have energy to do or look after my kids. That time I realize I can't really go too long because my body is getting weak, my mind is getting, I'm stressed out when I come home. So I think, is that my life? I just started asking myself this type of question, like, is that my life? This is not what I expect. Like when you come into Australia and then you earning money, but our living expenses are going high. We have to pay a lot of mortgage and, kid studies. But what we do, like, we take extra shift, or we do night shift. So that basically affect our mental and physical health. So that time I realized, okay, this is not the life I actually look for, Then when you have this too many responsibility, no mental break, you always on, feeling stuck on the job. That situation is not changed. Like, when you become clinical nurse, you earning a good amount of money, but our salary is not going high as we expect with our day-to-day expenses. So every year, you getting, like, you have like few dollars extra for, the salary hike, but it's not replacing, you can't really pay off everything. So that time I realized, okay, I have a look for an opportunity. I know when I feel like, when I started, I have a lot of skepticism about the business, because I don't know where to start, whether it's a real business as an online, business. We all, I'm just studying. I can only do nursing. So I have a lot of skepticism about the business. But then I realize, you don't have to be, wait for it. You just have a confidence to take an action, like, see what's it, just go and explore. There are a lot of opportunity around the world. But I can tell you, when I started this business, this is the great blessing for me. It's actually changed my my life, really. Like, I have a motivation, and I can, I feel like I'm just starting to get to know more. And then there is lot of support around. You don't have to be really perfect. If you think like, I'm not a tech savvy, or I don't know how to do this online thing, but you don't have to be perfect. And giving, but not refilling your cup, work hard but not seeing purpose on progress. So when you do this, when you have a confidence to just take a first step of action, that will change your perspective of what you can achieve in this business. So for all my viewers, I just have really, like, have a look, have a look around this opportunity. We are the people really giving you proper guidance, and we give this up. We are asking you to come and explore the, don't burn out yourself, because you need more. When you come for job and all, you really want something for your future. So that's all I can tell you. I think that's all my perspective from, for when I come to this business. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, Juby. Thank you very much. I think you have kind of what you call touched all the bits of it, actually, what people want to hear in terms of burnout. Absolutely. It is like, when I think like at some point in our life, everybody get to that stage, like we are all burnout. It's not just everybody put that one into the age. It's not the age, but it's just like, it's a cumulative of every effect, actually. It's like, even like if you look onto a single day, the travel that we do, the time that we, like, the rush and the expectations from us and everything, it's just like, everything adds up, and like family commitments and everything adds up. But then ultimately people wait for this perfect moment to do something out of their norm, and they are very like, I can just tell myself, like, I have been in such a comfortable space for a long time until something happened, and then like that kind of like give me that light bulb moment, like, you are actually worth more than this. Just step out of this comfort zone, don't just sit in there. Then actually I decided to, like, yes, why not. It was so scary for me because you are quite like used to that comfortable zone for long time, and then you don't want to step out of it because you're scared about the outside world, because then you have to learn everything new. It's quite scary. I totally get it, and I've been through that, so I know how it feels. But once I step out of it, of course we will be like, when we are actually taking that first step, sometimes we are forced to take that first step, but when we are forced to do that, then we don't have like time to think like what's the next. You just need to go with the flow, right? But the thing is, like, once you step out of that comfort zone, the first thing that you're going to realize is that you are worthy, like you are worth more than what you actually think. and you got lots and lots of potential inside you, what you actually know about you. But sometimes you need someone else to point that one out to you, saying, you got those potential in you, just make use of it. So, sometimes you all need that burnout and things to happen to realize and come out of that comfort zone to take the next step. And it's just like, but what I just as Juby said, there are millions of opportunities out there. We are not only telling like you need to start this business. It's absolutely up to you. But the thing is, just come and explore outside the world, like wherever you are standing, just come out of it, explore outside what is in the world for you. Just explore things, then you come to know like whether you can choose something out of it rather than just relying on one thing. So then at least like something happens to your job, whichever you're doing, like whatever situation crisis comes up, you still got another thing building on the side. So maybe if you have never thought of anything like that, maybe it's a time to think. So just reassess yourself, think yourself where you will be in the next 5 years. We all set a great goal for ourselves which we have never dreamed of. So this business given us that confidence to dream high. So I'm just giving you this as a challenge. Think about yourself where you will be in the next 5 years. If you're seeing no change, or you will be in the same place that you will be, or you cannot dream higher than that, maybe it's a time to change the pathway where you are in. So that's just my recommendation for you guys to think about today. And maybe the next person that we will be moving out is Kaisa. She's having some network issues. Hopefully, the network will bless us today. Um, so Kaisa will introduce herself, and then also along with that, she'll be just answering one thing like, I know everybody, as I said, people are scared to take that first step towards the financial freedom if they are relying on one job, or if they might be relying on whatever job they are doing. So she's give you a bit more of insight what actually is stopping people from taking that first step towards achieving the financial freedom. So over to you, Kesa. Thank you for accepting my invite and coming to the page.
Thank you, Manila. Thank you, everybody, for having me to get together today again with the live session. And good evening here from Auckland. People who don't know me and seeing me for the first time, my name is Kaisa. I'm originally from Manipur, north of India, but I settled here in New Zealand for the last 15 years. I'm based in Auckland. I have two boys and my husband. Um, by profession, I'm a healthcare worker assistant part time, and I work part time in a night shift, so I can be present for my children during the daytime. And also, I'm a solo hairdresser, so I work for myself part time. My clients are very understanding. They fit it in my appointment if it's just pocket of time. And I'm doing this business because I started this business because my life is feel very busy and exhausted and tired all the time, and I don't think I want to live like that situation for the rest of my life. So I want to create an option where I can do what I want in instead of compromising time from my family and income. Um yeah, so that's why I joined this platform, and I am so grateful because it gave me so many new skill that I have never had in my life. And today I just want to share about what is stopping people to take the first step to financial freedom. um so there are different kind of perspective I have come across lately. Lately, I have come across a lot of people, new people who have seen me for the first time inquiring about the business. Their first scare is it's all about mindset, and two different type of mindset, from people who know me from long time ago and people who know me for the first time seeing me live and through like this group or live individually. I go live sometime and talk about my business. So the newcomers are skeptical about this. Is this a scam, or how do we know is this a legitimate business? So that that questions comes a lot from people who don't know me and seeing me for the first time. So I want to tell you that if this was a scam, I don't think none of us will be showing our faces here and risking our own career. And we have family. We have respected. We respect our own personal life. We respect ourselves. We will not do something that is. We're not really after something that is going to try to do something dodgy and trying to make some money and quick money under the table, or scam people online. That's something too big, too brave thing to do. So this is a legitimate business for everybody who has been very skeptical about this business. And um and so that's the mindset they have about being they are not taking the first step forward. And also for people who have been known me for a long time and seeing me for the first long time, but why they're not taking the first step was, a lot of people have this fear that, will I be able to do this business? What if I fail? And a lot of mom thinks that I don't have enough skill, like I don't have the confidence to come and talk on camera, to do video. I don't want to be very popular on social media. And I have this kind of mixed answers telling me like, and I don't know how to do anything to do on digital. And what if this thing will not work in my area? Like that. So I believe it will work for anybody and for everybody if you don't stop, and you have this business is not we don't promise anybody a get rich quick in one overnight and 1 month or 2 month time. But if you stay consistent and keep showing up, the more you're consistent, the repetition and the consistency that builds not perfection. If you keep waiting for the right time, there's never a right time. I started this business when I was in my worst time. I had the worst years of my health issue. I was battling with so much of health issues and with broken sleeps and stress, for being in the actually our house was on the market for a long time, almost a year. So the build up stress, constant stress, and non able to sleep, and exhausted being doing night shift and raising kids and everything. So I was in the very bad stage, but I didn't wait for the perfect time, because I thought, before I checked the platform, I was in the same mindset that, what if this is a scam? What is it? How legit it is, and how can I believe? But after I pay $149 and I've seen the whole community, I've seen the whole structure of the business, I just feel like, why didn't I not see this opportunity if it is actually in lockdown, And I just feel like that. My mindset was different than other one, and I didn't want it to wait for the perfect time. And I even asked myself, am I rushing? Am I making the wrong decision? Because I'm in a horrible stage, like everything is in between, I don't know where am I going to move. I don't know when I'm going to find a next house. I don't know when I'm going to settle. And nothing was prominent that time. But I was ready to take up this decision because I wanted to change. If nothing changed, I'm just going to live with the same struggle in even after 5 years or 10 years doing two jobs, because there's no other way to be present for my children if I were not doing night shift. And if I were doing day shift, I would be missing out all my children's milestones and all the school activities. So moms today are, who knows me, but they just can't take they're just waiting for the perfect time. My children's exam is coming. I have to sort out this thing. I need this thing. I need that thing. Nobody has perfect timing. Nobody has enough time. Moms will always be busy, and we will always need to work, because without working, some people are not working, luckily, because they depend on their husbands, and they can work for, or look after their family and stuff like that. But I feel like every woman need financial freedom now. We have to be standing on our own feet. Life is different now because things are much more expensive. We need to think, look ahead. We want to be, if we want to give better future for our children, we want to live a comfortable life, and especially like me, who has been a very financially freedom before, but then cut down on hours, or cut down on or move career because of family commitment. And if you have been doing being like breadwinner of the family before, and now because now you have children and you cut down on your hours or you're not working, but you're still feeling the regret and living with the guilt, not able to support your family, this is a great platform, like nobody has the perfect time, nobody has enough money to start the business, nobody's doing this business because they have enough money or they have enough time, but everybody wanted to change and change for the family and want to help the extended family. So that's my why. I want to help my family. I want to be present for my children and give a better life. Though I'm messy, I was not perfect, I don't know anything about tech savvy, but I learned the skill. It's just the mindset. So it's just the mindset that's keeping everybody holding on into the age right now in my audience. And I don't know about the other audience. So this is all I want to share today. It's just the mindset. Yeah. Thank you, Manila.
Thank you, Kaisa. I don't think I need to add anything more. She covered pretty much everything, actually. Absolutely, that's true. Like, there are like people, like, of course, they wait for that perfect moment to happen in their life, as Kaisa said, and it just never happens. And also, the other thing is, it's just that fear that's actually holding you back, saying, like, what happens if I'm not successful in the business? What happens if that's that what if that's all the thing that's stopping you. The moment you just put that fear onto the side and then think about what you really want to achieve in your life, then you got that courage to take that first step. And as we said, as we are all instigating, like every time, there is never ever a perfect moment in our life to do anything. We, like, you never know what's waiting for you in your life in front of it. So you just, like, there is never a perfect time for anything. You can just believe, like, the moment you start, that's a perfect time. So when you believe in that way, everything goes perfectly. And that's perfect, like that's what we all, like, believe. And that's another thing, as Kaisa said, after coming into the business, we all have changed our mindset quite a bit, actually, because that's also a major structure of our business, is actually that mindset change, like how we can improve our mindset. And that's actually not only even helping the business, but in general, as a person, it just improve ourselves so much. I can proudly tell, like, when I started the business to now, how I am, like, I've grown so much in, like, both, what do you call, like, personally as a person, there was so much change. Like, previously used to stress out on every single thing. Now it's like, oh yeah, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. That's attitude that you will get. Then the thing is, like, there are problems, of course, like, as Kaisa said, there is nothing perfect. So we have never come into the business by learning everything. We all, like, we just took that first step, and then because we know that everything is there inside, like, in this structured platform. So you got all the support, you got all the resources and everything. It's just a matter is you ask, or you explore and you find out. But you got all the necessary resources in here. As we always tell you, like, you got a one-on-one mentor, you got a coach, you got an amazing training site, and then a beautiful global community to support you as well. And so, like, when you got such a privilege, and then people are making, like, really good financial potential out of this business as well. So if they all can do that, why can't we? That was the mindset that we came up with. So, and we are all grateful that we took that first step. So I'm not going to dragging it too much. Well, Kaisa explained it almost in detail. So the next one is, here we go, one man in the house, Derek. So everybody got that real doubt, like, is this business only for women? We always see these ladies all over, no men around. So here we are, just bringing a man to the family. He's not the only one. We got quite a few people, actually. Can only manage to get hold of Derek today, actually, for the live. So Derek will introduce himself, and also he is just gonna explain, like, as we were talking about, we were all working full time. So, like, can you realistically build a second income stream while you're working full time? That's a good question. Like, everybody think of it. If you're working full time, that's going to take a major chunk of your time out of your life. So how we are doing something alongside. So over to you, Derek. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. First of all, thank you, Manila. And for those who are watching live, I am from Dubai. My name is Derek. I've been in Dubai for more than 25 years, working as a shipping professional with family here. I have two kids. Both are into universities, will complete their academic by next year. My wife is working as account professional. She's supposed to join, but she's working at the moment. What I would like to emphasize before going ahead, those who are watching again, we are sitting from different part of the world. That is the beauty of this business, because you can see people are from Australia, New Zealand, and I myself from Dubai, and so there's no obstacles where we are. It's like we can work from anywhere, from any part of this world, anytime. So let me come to the question Manila asked. Can you realistically build a second income while working full time? My honest answer is yes. But not because I have suddenly more time. It's because I've decided to use my existing time differently. Okay, what I would like to quote: every successful person who built a second income didn't start with free time. They started with full schedules, responsibilities, and limitations, just like everyone else. So we didn't work. We don't need to work 8 hours a day. So we must focus at least 1 to 2 hours with purpose. Think about this way: we already work full time to build someone else's vision. A second income is simply part time to build our own. So it's not about replacing our job overnight. It's about creating options, security, and freedom over time. What we say, like, consistency beats intensity. 1 hour day becomes 365 hours a year. 365 hours of learning, building, growing, and positioning yourself differently. The question is not, do you have time? The real question is, do you have priorities aligned with your future? Because a second income doesn't change your bank account. It just change our confidence, change our mindset. Eventually, it can change our life. So the people who succeed are not the ones with the most time. They are the one who make a decision and stay consistent. So what I would like to say, like, it's not a matter of time. Time you can find. Time it's easily you can find out the time. It's like, as I said, 1 hour a day, 365 hours a year. That's sufficient enough to work part time and make money, or generate a second income. So everyone is working. So doesn't mean that we cannot find time. Of course, we have time. We are spending a lot of time in scrolling in Facebook or YouTube or whatever stuff. So, but we are not making any money from that or any earning from that. So why don't we turn it into a earnings effectively and efficiently? So I find my time along with my family. And what is the purpose of that? Because we need to have free time. We need to have family time. We need to spend and travel. So working with for someone else doesn't give the peace of mind. So everyone knows that. So we need to have our own second income. That should be our plan B, which we should change it to plan A later on. So for me, of course, I have time. I'm spending it now. So this is what I have to tell about my question raised by Manila. Thank you, Manila. Over to you.
Thank you, Derek. Very well said, actually. Like, none of us are special in here. We all got 24 hours, right? And it's the same for like everybody. Everybody got 24 hours. It's just the matter is how effectively you make use of that time. That's it. But that doesn't mean that we are not enjoying our life. We are actually finding time for everything. Actually, we are enjoying our life more now rather than, like, just relying on one job and getting like burnt out with overtime and things like that. Now actually we have time to enjoy our life. And also the beauty of it, while we are enjoying, we are still earning as well. So I can just tell you from example, like we recently gone on like holidays and cruising and everything, were like, I've been getting paid from my business on the other side, and which is like really amazing, because normally when you go on holidays, it's always a stress. Okay, you're draining out your annual leave, you are relying on your annual leave pay, and it's like nothing else that you can expect out of that bank balance. Like, it's everything is draining out rather than pumping in. But here it is like, you see that extra income pouring in, and just like, while you're enjoying your holidays, being with the family, spending time with them and everything, and still like, you are your business is still running on the background. That's the beauty of the digital business, because you carry it wherever you go. You don't need to be glued up to the screen, as Derek said. Like, you can still enjoy it. Of course, at the beginning, you have to spend some time learning the system, like, mastering it and things like that. But once you are on it, then it's like you can better manage your time properly and can find to, like, do everything in between while you're running your business as well. So I will move to our expert, a legend in this business, I can tell. That's Jan's Chichi. She's one of the eldest in our team. So I will ask her. She will definitely introduce herself, but also we got another like a burning question, like, why do so many hardworking professionals still feel like they are financially stuck? Even like, we are doing overtime, you're working full time, you just like do whatever you can, but still like you are not seeing so much growth in your finances. Why is that, Chechi? You can very well explain it, being in the profession for such a long time and also doing this business very successfully. Over to you, Chechi.
Thank you, Manila, and thank you, everyone. It's very beautiful to see all of you online. And we have seen Juby, Manila. We had a small get together actually yesterday offline. That was amazing. And now we are online. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And thank you so much for those who are listening us today. I'm Jansi. I'm a registered nurse by profession, and been doing this business for the past 2.5 years. We have settled here in Adelaide 18 years now. I have 4 grown-up children and my husband. All are having a happy life here. I should actually add this. After I started this business, we are so happy more than ever. So this business actually gives us peace of mind, financial freedom, time freedom, family time, holiday time, everything. Yeah, I can just talk and go on like, hours and hours. So I am successfully doing this business. I'm a business coach as well. I never thought that I will reach here because, as we are, most of us is a registered nurse. When we are registered nurse, we think we only know registered nursing profession. We don't know any other skill. But when you come out, I think someone answered that. When you come out of that, what do you call that box, you will know you have got too many skills. You don't recognize it, and people around you will never recognize it unless you come out of that box and you find out you have got so many skills. Okay, so what was the question? Why people are still think they are financially stuck? My single and only one answer is that's because people are not looking for other opportunity. They are too comfortable where they are. Whether it is very busy ward, very busy profession, maybe very uncomfortable, but they find it comfortable because they don't like to have a change. People are too scared to have a change. And people, I know, even in my workplace, nobody wants to get out of that. These days it is actually changed, but no matter how many years you've been working in that place, they like to stay there because they're scared. Or when I go to another place, how it's going to work, I need to learn. So for them it is a bit scary learning and approaching other people, because they are comfortable, they know the people around where they are working, and they don't need to learn something new. So whatever they have learned, they can actually survive there. They don't need any extra skills, maybe. That's what I think. But it's not that. I always say, when a frog is inside a well or a pond, frog's world is that pond or that well. If that frog come out of that, then it will see the world, isn't it? It's same like that. If we are stuck in one place, don't want any change, don't want to, because they are too scared. Will I be able to do it's if I say, it's their they are not confident. Well, we were not confident enough to come to the online world. None of us were confident, but we took that step. So when we took that step, it said, some people, they don't want any challenges happening in their life. Some people, they welcome the challenges. I am one of the person, I actually accept, I welcome the challenges actually teach you big lesson, and you learn, and you actually grow from there. And your success is, where you are stuck, there is a success after that challenge. So it's always there. Only thing, you need to accept that challenge. Challenges are not to break you, it to build you, and you will grow from there. You will learn a lesson, and you will stand, you will build your confidence. So that is what exactly it is. You need to build your confidence. If you are not taking any step, being scared, nothing is going to change. Where you are right now, you will be there even after 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. I took a step 2.5 years ago. I know it was a bit scary because it's a digital, and I don't know anyone. I have no idea. Now at least we know each other. I know Manila knows me, Juby knows me. We all know each other. But before, I don't know anyone who was doing the digital marketing. So I took that step. I still remember I told Manila, I saw something really good. I don't know how this is going to work, but I am a guinea pig. I'm taking that step. I'm going to watch this. I'm going to take a step. If it's really good, I will tell you. I still remember that day we were working together. So I'm the person, take a step. But if it is bad, of course, I'm going to tell people, no, this is not good. So I will be the only loser. But if it is a good one, of course, I will tell people. So it is a great platform. And since I started, I don't know how to say this actually built my life. I've been enjoying my life. I was a nurse for 41 years, full-time nurse. 40 years, when I become 41, this is my 41 year, and I become part-time. I never dream about that in my life. Only what I dreamt is at age of 67 I will get retired, but I don't want any debts, or I don't want any mortgage. So to clear everything, and I will have a good life. That's all. That was my dream after all. But there is nothing much. But now I have got big dreams. It's an amazing platform. If anyone listening to us, please check into this. It's not a scam. It's a real business, like how you start a traditional business. This is exactly the same. Only thing, it is digital. That's the only difference. And the other difference is, traditional business, you need to invest a lot of money, but here you don't need to invest a lot of money. So I think I did answer the question. And please take a step. If you are not taking any action,
nothing is going to change. You will be where you are today. You will be there. Even after 10 years, you will be exactly where you are. And maybe your debt will be more, increasing more and more, because our cost of living is increasing, so your salary is not increasing. Staying with one income and depending on one income is not going to give you peace of mind, and not going to give you time freedom or financial freedom. So that's all, Manila. Thank you so much. I hope I answered. Back
Oh,
to you.
thank you, Gigi. That was amazing. I don't think I have to add any more to that. Actually, you very well explained it, like touching base on everything. Actually, that was really wonderful answer. So yeah, as we are taking like a lot of time, so I thought like I'll really wrap it up. So as I said, explain to you a little bit about how this business works and everything. So again, telling like thank you so much for whoever is watching our live, and thank you for that time that you have spent, or if you're watching a replay, please, like just I hope you will gain some value out of this live, at least make you think and realize or set some good goals for your life for the next 5 years. If you have never made that one, maybe it's time to think about where you want to be in your life in the next 5 years. And are you going to achieve that goal by staying where you are? If you can guarantee that you can achieve that, that's fine. You're in a very well placed, actually. You don't need to worry about anything. But if you don't think that you're not going to make or achieve that goal in the next 5 years, maybe it's time to think something else on the side as well. So as I said again, like if you're watching any of us page, or you're following any of us page, like please do reach out to us directly. You can, like question on the Facebook page or whatever. You can just directly reach out to us, and then we can give you like more information regarding like a free webinar, like an overview about this business, how this works and things like that. That's the first step. You have to provide with our name and email address, so that's the first step, sorry, and then you will be provided with a free webinar. Once after you watch that, and if you feel like that's something I want to explore it a bit more in detail, then you can just pay that 149 US dollar, where you will get to know about the ins and out of this business, how this business model works, what's the companies that we are affiliated with, what are the products that we are involved with, and then what's your role in this business, like what you get out of this business and everything like that. And then you get 30 days to think about yourself whether this is the right platform for you. And if you feel like this is the right platform, then you can move along with the next step. That 149 is not the only investment. I just want to be clear. That's just a I would tell like it's just an accessible fee to know about our patented business model, to know about the structure of the business and everything like that, gain an access to our global community and everything like that. And then only you will move to the next step. So you know what, it's just maybe time to think for yourself, not always like prioritizing your job. So because always like our jobs got limitation, you can only so much from you can only earn so much from your job. Even you do overtime or whatever things, you're compromising your time for that, actually. So just when you do a business on the side, it's scalable and the earning potential is huge as well. So that's all I just want to add. Is does anybody wants to add anything? I think like everybody is good. So thank you again. Thank you all for watching, and have a lovely evening. And we will come again later with more interesting question. And if anybody of you is watching this live, and if you got a burning questions, please comment under this live so we can just come up with that next time. So thank you again and have a lovely day. Bye for now.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Bye.
you. Bye.